Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome back to my second ever Dota commentary. I will be uploading this very shortly after the first because I looked at the first and thought it was really shit. So hopefully I've taken the criticism I've laid down for myself and this should be a lot better. I'm bringing you a match between TongFu and Darer. TongFu obviously a big Chinese team who won the East qualifiers quite easily. Darer, the other Ukrainian giant, with Artstyle leading the helm. So definitely two very capable teams. Two teams not in the top sort of 5 best Dota teams in the world at the moment, however, very much at the forefront of the pro scene. I hope you like the intro, by the way. That is if I use it. It's really simple. It's pretty bad, to be honest, but I don't know. I thought it might add some flair to the start of the video. Okay, so now the game's loaded. A bit of lag on my end, sorry. Just looking at the teams, Darer used to playing very aggressive, statistically sort of more aggressive than Na'Vi, in fact. Akin to teams like Mouse and MTW, and M5. Well, M5, to be honest, haven't performed very well recently, and who knows why. I mean, Vigos and PGG, two very experienced players, but I guess they're just not up to scratch. Looking at the picks and bans, first ban TongFu, Wisp immediate ban, big favourite in the Chinese scene, perhaps they're getting a little confused with themselves there. But then again, the ganking power is not to be underrated. Very, very strong, even in a solo lane, solo mid, something Darer might have done in the past. The picks and bans flying past here, Naga darts here. I've talked in the past about how strong this combination is. Very, very potent, especially when set up with big AoE ults like Tidehunter and Enigma. And then of course the classic Lycan ban. Lycan, easier to shut down now than he has been. Then again, so is Naga. We saw DK's Naga Enigma combo being shut down by a Chaos Knight and like a Keeper of the Light, Lena Blink stuff, so, yeah, whatever. By the way, I seem to have forgotten, my name is Dr. TJ Eckelberg. You can call me Eckel for short, it's probably a lot easier. And if presumably this is the first commentary of mine you've ever watched, I have no real experience commentating at all. I've played Dota, not for the longest, for about 4 years. I was introduced to it by a group of friends, and we used to play LAN a lot of WC3 custom maps, tower defense stuff, etc. And since getting into the Dota Pro scene, since watching Ian James Barnett, it was originally, I have always been in love with the Dota Pro scene. So Chen ban, Broodmother ban, big strong pushing heroes. Broodmother, perhaps a little, not considered perhaps first 3-ban material anymore. There's still stuff like Leshrac, Furion, Invoker, Syllabear Morphling still in the pool. So is Anti-Mage, well, I don't expect Anti-Mage to be picked up this game. But we see a Chen ban very soon. Okay, so Lone Druid picked by TongFu. That'll probably go to Hal, quite obviously. The main hard carry player for their team. And Darer, I fully expect a very early game oriented lineup for Darer. As you see, Leshrac, strong pushing, and Rubik. Yes, very good. I've already talked about Rubik, his psychological impact on the game. TongFu now, if they choose a Tidehunter or Ancient Apparition for some reason, then Rubik, there's a big ult he can steal, and he can perhaps steal multiple ults per fight. So TongFu have a Lone Druid. A good setup would be Venomancer or any type of Slayer. Panda might be nice here as well, or maybe even an Invoker. Going Crosswex build here might be good for Lone Druid, because he needs the time to right click. And at the moment we have 2 stuns coming out from Darer already. The Leshrac stun, which is hard to hit but quite potent if chained up with things like Rubik's Telekinesis, where you can just drop them down and good teams will sort of know what's going on and be able to chain the stuns very, very easily. Looking at the teams, TongFu I'm very familiar with. Hal the carry, Moo will probably be playing their solo mid. Awoke, famous for his ganking playstyles. Kabu and Sansheng should be on the 2 supports. Nature's Prophet, okay, that'll be a Wokes. He plays it quite, he'll hit probably quite farm orientated, I'm going to say. He might gank from time to time. I'm assuming jungle here, but I'm not a Tide Hunter, could be Caboose, I guess. Maybe Sunshine, I don't know. And these are quite aggressive global, well, not global, but they're very heavy lockdown strats. Lone Druid with his ability to escape, to tank very easily. Nature's Prophet with the AoE, the worldwide TP. And Tide Hunter, obviously, he has a very strong early laning presence, of course, with the Anchor Smash, etc., and the Gush for the slow, and the minus armor. But the big thing we're looking forward to Tide is the ultimate, of course, which, when combined with a Lone Druid and perhaps a Farming Prophet, then, you know, they have all the damage they need late game at the moment. However, I wonder how they'll go up against Darer's lineup, who are quite aggressive. TongFu, definitely one of the more aggressive Chinese teams as well. They know DK, they know LGD. They will go for it. They'll be aggressive. As you see, a Chaos Knight from Darer. I already talked before. I had rumours of Art Styles play receiving critical acclaim for his Chaos Knight, and I fully expect him to be on this. I'm not too familiar with the Darer lineup as we look at it. Art Style G is gods, I assume. M. I believe he is the hard laner, I'm thinking. So his hero I don't think is picked up yet. But yeah, Art Style should be on the Chaos Knight. God, very famous, probably the Leshrac, I'd assume, or Rubik, depends which one they choose to farm. I'm normally a big fan of Rubik solo mid, and then he ganks from level 7ish. And manages to steal the stuns as he goes, and is able to get out some nice clutch plays, and then go heavy mobility, which is what most European American teams like to do nowadays, with the Blink Dagger 4-staff, even Ools and stuff, and maybe pretty much drums even. We see the Gondar and Enchantress bands coming out. Enchantress very standard again. Don't want to add to Darer's pushing lineup. Gondar, a little funny. I guess they're looking at the aggression and at Darer's history. They heavily favour a ganking lineup, so they will lane for a bit and then immediately start roaming around and get a few towers and push very deep, ward very aggressively. And Gondar's great at these. Obviously, the trap bonus gold, making early ganks from 6 minutes onwards or whatever, very, very effective. And of course, he's capable of playing the long lane solo, so that would be M's hero if it was picked up. Tinker and Rasta, two very good pushing and anti-pushing heroes, to be honest. Banned out by Darer. I guess they simply don't feel the need to pick them up themselves, and TongFu, if they had them, would be able to lock down their heroes pretty well. Okay, so we see the Venomancer Invoker coming out from TongFu. Invoker will be Mu. Venomancer Tide Hunter will be split between Cavalry and Sunshine, yeah. A lot of AoE here, obviously Invoker, Venomancer, Tide Hunter. I expect Invoker to perhaps go Exort and solo mid with Lone Druid. In fact, they may even run a tri-lane, Lone Druid, Tide Hunter, Venomancer bot, and the Nature's Prophet top solo, and then maybe gank from there, or just hold the lane and pull the Treants around the river, as we saw the last game I casted. If we look at the Darer team, Windrunner, so yeah, that'll be M. On the long lane, I presume, perhaps Rubik solo mid. Leshrac Chaos Knight is a very, very potent combo. If you land the Chaos Bolt, or even get a Reality Rift, the Leshrac stun, even level 1, is very easy to hit, and from there, you have permanent stun as everything crashes. Okay, sorry, a little technical difficulty. Something popped up on my desktop, I had to deal with it. But okay, we're back, we haven't missed much. And Shadow Demon. Okay, so as we said, heavily ganking lineup, heavily single target disable. They have AoE in terms of the Shrek, the slight AoE from the Rubik and the Windrunner, but really the single target disable, the nuking potential here is humongous. And for fragile heroes like heroes like the Venomancer, and a Wokes Prophet early, even the Syllabear before he gets level 6, they will be very easy to be taken down by this team. Okay, so Caboose on Venomancer, which I guess means yeah, Shansheng Tidehunter, nice Cape Pirate stuff there. Mu Invoker, looks like he's going Cross. In fact, no, I was wrong. Cross White's build, which means they might not be looking for the more active ganks, so they won't be challenging Darer's aggression quite so hard. Hal will be farming up on Syllabare, and yeah, okay, so a Woke Prophet. Looks like I'm not really sure. He might be going on lane solo still, but I doubt he'll be ganking that aggressively if Mu has gone Cross White's build. Then again, Mu may have simply gone the build just to survive the ganks from Darer. Give a little bit more regen and stuff, and a little bit more disable, perhaps an early tornado in case he needs to get himself out of a tight spot.
30 seconds to
so yeah, we have a Tidehunter. So it looks like it might well be a tri-lane bottom. Darer, of course, able to pull this camp onto this camp if they want to, and it's very easy for perhaps Venomancer would be the better one to roam round sort of through here if they push the lane hard enough and get off a gank mid. Okay, so the Shrek mid, as we see a little engagement bottom, and simply walking away. The ban on within the attack area range for Syllabare. Rubik picks up a haste almost denied by Furon, and Furon is going for a pull as we expected. He's a little late anyway, so I'm not sure what this is about. Perhaps Phonic blocked him a little bit. So, not so great play by Woken. In fact, he already used the charity because he was expecting to get off, I presume. Kabu. He's going to block his own camp? No. Okay. Just double checking that they don't go through here. So yeah, Windrunner long lane solo. I expect kills to come bottom, which will Windrunner. The Venomancer slow, lasting so long early. Duration 15 seconds, it will outdo the Windrunner. As you see, M already taking huge damage, down to half HP, and the poison is still working on. Has 6 tangos, which is good for him, and a healing salve. Sometimes you'll see long laners go boots and a healing salve just so they can survive early, but with Windrunner it's quite an odd build to go because you assume the Windrunner will be okay. So yeah, Mu mid, dual lane mid, Leshrac Shadow Demon. This is another big combo. I was talking about the CK Leshrac combo earlier, but with this disruption into a nice place, Split Earth, it's quite easy. As we see here, Split Earth will land, and I fully expect it to be first blood. Unless the Edict doesn't fix anything, but okay, yeah. And we have the already damage amplification from the Soul Catcher on, and I managed to catch first blood. Woo! So, yeah, so he'll be maxing Soul Catcher, I assume. Mage Knight's poison in this type of game. It doesn't really do much at all, and the damage amplification with the Leshrac is far more impressive. We see Kabu transitioning around to mid to help Invoker. This is not what Invoker wants, especially when he has such random items. He has no stat growth. He'll get the strength from the Quack, of course, but it's not that effective. M is surviving just about. He has one last hit. Syllabare has 12 at 2 minutes, 6 a minute this early with such little damage is very impressive. And he already has an All of Venom picked off on the bear, which will mean M's life will be incredibly hard. Although because his life will be hard, as we see another engagement mid, G landing the stun yet again, another Edict going off on TongFu Invoker, and they will clear up. Probably this time missing it happening to the bottom room, which M gets. So everything is going the way of Darer now. Their aggression paying off dividends. I'm not sure what Kabu's plan is. If he picks up a courier there, that's a big thing. No, never mind. His poison sting and level 2 attacks, not managing to do it there. Some pulls going off here. Does Awoke have any farm? He has 5 for 3, so, you know, better than some. Art style, 12 for 6. Very similar to Lone Druid, I assume. But he's on 18 for 5, okay, never mind. If we look here, TongFu's Lone Druid, if he gets big, he will perhaps be able to add damage to CK. But early to mid game, definitely the CK has far more damage. Those illusions, if they get crit, just absolutely crazy. As we see Venomancer going down. Venomancer killing the Leshrac. I assume quite an aggressive, perhaps attempt to ward. As you see the double wards here, both seeing what's going on. He has the bottle already, so perhaps he was just searching for a room. Maybe a bit of miscommunication between him and M. But as you see, will he land the stun? I don't think it matters because Fioren's teaming in. Darer got the cold stun up on him and he goes down. So 2 for 2. Darer, TongFu's going to chase further? No, okay. No trees yet. No, what else called sprout, yeah, I should say. Kabu, so on top. So, CK has even more free farm now. Perhaps going maybe even phase boosts, and maybe an armlet perhaps with quick ganking, and perhaps further drums for the further movement speed. On his already 315 movement speed, second only to Luna in the entire game. His base movement speed is, and yeah, so I expect him to be very active after the 20-minute mark at the latest. But still, G has good farm, bottle crowing, a trick from the Philippines. Mu has 6 of 3, so very poor farm for a solo, or at least a farming Dota. The Venomancer has haste, and M will presumably go down here if the slow catches him, unless he misses it. No. Okay, well, good awareness by M.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Despite no ball
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Missing and probably going around the very traditional left. He still might die off, of course. Only level 1 win run, but I fully expect his tower to go down very, very soon.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Shadow Demon, yeah, maxing Soul Catcher, not even getting poison at all, just getting disruption.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Very, very low levels, can go to walk if he needs to. Of course, it would be better for these guys to force that so he can't be aggressive at all until he gets more mana to invoke the Cold Snap again rather than kill him, or perhaps just drive off from him. Kabu got some sentry wards, he might start dewarding a little bit soon. This ward will just about run out. It'll be good to see the supports rewarding the river soon, although who knows. Furion aggressively TPing in, looks like he can catch Darer, G. Nice defensive disruption, in fact taking a lot of damage from the tower, Wokers. He might even get out of the tower if one single right click on top. G surviving, no, gets taken out by the Cold Snap and the boulders he managed to catch him. Will Goblet go down here, or will he manage to kill Kuga? And he can kill Kuga, especially with Boots and Tango, and if M gets this kill, that'll be terrible for Darer. Okay, so 4 for 3. Darer on the back foot already, despite having the final aggressive line of everything. And a far better single target. I think that was a mistake by Shaggy. He should have realised that he only has 3 GG branches and can't really do much. Then again, TongFu Hao is farming up mightily. 43 last hits in 6 minutes. Win runner has almost completely given up his game. Although she's had some decent times for us, 12 for nothing is not to be frowned at, especially when they're running a pseudo tri-lane. I say pseudo tri-lane, I mean Venomancer is heavily roaming wherever he is. Yeah, as we see him buying yet more wards. Still doesn't place the sentry, it's very interesting. Combat rewarding the river here. So G goes for the 1, so yet more regen. This again signifies he'll be roaming quite heavily. Hal taking out the thing, Bear level 3 with level 2 synergy, so looking very nice. The option not to go true form. This is quite interesting, however I guess considering within the tower range and stuff, it allows him for more hits on the tower when he's in range form if the creeps can tank quickly. Chaos Knight goes down to... Chaos Knight manages to take out Nature's Prophet. With an aggressive push by Rubik, and he picked up the drums, so as I expected, and this tower will go down momentarily. Darer just failing some last hits mid. G, sorry. I keep saying the team names, I mean the players, Jesus Christ. The tower almost going down bottom. Sancheng, level 4, and Awoke aggressively TVs in, Gush to minus armor, nice power shot out, and he will escape the overall. Goblet come around, are they going to take this? Don't think so, don't think they can do anything here, I'm not sure what his big plan is. But they might choose to push down the tier 2 tower, seeing this. At least for that way, G has no TP, nor does, Funnick does, sorry. Chaos Knight should pick him up now, perhaps, or maybe he'll pick up, yes, okay. Belt Strength and TP. So he's going the treads, it looks like, unless it's an early bash, but you know, I pretty much doubt that. Goblet's firing up a DD bottom. Is he going to pick up, or is he going to let Kalu take it? No, he grabs a DD for himself. And now getting some more farms, the tier 1 gets pushed down. And G just chilling around. What does he pick up? Tangos to escape from the Prophet Sprout, of course. Not particularly for regen because he has the bottle. And is decently leveled. In fact, Invoker level 7. With phase boots, so perhaps it is for regen slightly. I mean, this dual laning that hasn't worked out too well. They haven't got that many denies, I can imagine, 8 and 1, so 9 in total. That won't do, especially when Invoker already has 7. So he is getting a lot more levels than these two. And Invoker pretty much only leads levels. He needs a bit of farm to get his boots up, maybe get some mana regen or some mana to do things. Eventually, you know, Aghanim's or Hex or Force nice, and some maneuverability, perhaps a Blink Dagger even. But he just needs levels to get the high levels invoked. Level 7 Invoker is pretty useless, can't roam at all. A level 13, let's say, Invoker is very, very potent, however. Just getting 3 spells off, or perhaps even 4 if it goes longer than like 20, longer than 10 seconds, is very impressive. Finally getting a smoke delivered. This suggests they might turn around. Of course, we have a sentry ward here, so if they smoke up too near here, they'll get called out. However, no other wards, so the sentry ward probably de-warding this. But often when you de-ward, it's good to put another ward down, because then it's like you have true sight in a big AoE there. So very useful, especially considering, well, they have no invis heroes, but I don't know, Rubik could still Ghost Walk around. Bit too much theory crafting. So Emma's handling bot, TongFu, how's farmers slow down slowly, 70, which is 7 a minute, which is still very, very impressive, and is exactly where he should be for a Chinese farmer. As we see Mu getting Tornado stolen by Funnick, nice job there. One for best steals, Bells stealing him. And I'm not sure what Artspell's plan is. Good on GP's in, will he use it? Looks like Darer's going on the offensive. Looks like Artspell goes on the offensive and managed to kill. Ravage used for a single Artspell kill, quite aggressive, especially considering that was a very bad trade. They lost the Ravage, which now in 45 seconds cooldown. Furion, they lost to, I hope he's using Midas, because it would be a very, very late match indeed. But you never know, I mean, they're Chinese, they can probably make up the farm easily enough. But Chaos Knight goes down, but he's already on the way to, wow, Vanguard, okay, so it looks like he's going to be tanking up a lot. Letting Leshrac do a lot of the damage, who is farming 1400 gold in the bank. I guess Bloodstone, as we see, he loses some of it, picks up the energy booster. Okay, so mana boots, and then it might well, I presume, disassemble that later. The lineup Darer going for seems to be more orientated in the chasing factor, very high movement speeds with all of them, apart from Shaggy, of course. But he has a purge, so he can slow people down to catch up with them. So I guess phase boots at a later date, but the mana boots temporarily just to split into Bloodstone later. As you see M aggressively running in, Artstyle also aggressively running in, managed to get a shackle off against the Howl, very nice. The Bear gets a nice entangle up M, Moo comes in with some big AoE, but both his spells are on cooldown, so is Invoke, so I don't see anything big coming here, and I think they should back off that. Artstyle gets a kill, the Bear's on too much Godlack, the Shackle doesn't latch, but Leshrac will get the kill on Sunshine. So Darer won that quite
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Especially seeing how TongFu cover is trying to push mid away. Level 3 wards do decent damage, especially, but it helps when you focus on the tower a little more.
Radiant's top tower is
if he
under
is
attack.
trying to counter push it, and I think TongFu doing the right thing and just giving up the bottom tower. They can't deal with this aggression, this single target.
Radiant's bottom
Such
tower
strong
is
single
under
target.
attack.
This early. So yeah, lots of mana boots up. Mana boots even
Radiant's
win mana.
bottom tower
She is
has
in the
fallen.
mecha, so she will need them to be able to cast the mecha charge and multiple shackles, etc. and power shots. But interesting choice for the Shadow Demon not to go, but I guess he's not getting enough farms. But G, will he get a stun off? Yes, he does. In fact, he's going to stay and fight. Very, very aggressive. In fact, nice reality rift down from the cliff, and the Shackle also lacking very So Darer slowly pulling ahead. Chaos Knight's getting his farm. Cinnabar is getting farmed. And he already has a relic at 13 minutes. Okay, 82 last hits. That is very, very impressive. And he will have the rating, which means that soon enough this TongFu lineup will come to its true form, let's say, its final form. well, not its final form, its mid-game form, where the Tidehunter Ravager and Venomancer's slow ult and etc. will be able to mean that the lone druid can right click away to his heart's desire. M has finished the mecha though, so that will negate a lot of the poison damage and a lot of the right clicks. G going to booster, so yes, it will be a soul booster into Bloodstone. Invoker, not that farm for Invoker, in fact very very poor farm Invoker, but at least he has the levels. If we look at the levels quickly, Lone Druid Invoker on 10 and 9 here. Art Stealth still leading down 11. He's just farming away casually, will soon have his Vanguard. Once he gets that, perhaps an Armlet. Going for very good early game items. Vanguard of course, perhaps being seen as a lesser version of the Heart, and Armlet being seen as a lesser version of any tier 4 item. But these will allow him to build up some very heavy DPS early. Might even give something like a Sanguine Yasha and then split it into a Man-style and Heaven's Harbor later. And it will mean that despite the Lone Druid having the Radiance, unless he gets lots of lucky entangles, they'll certainly be out DPS by the Chaos Knight plus the Shadow Demon's Soul catcher. Not at all getting poison. Very interesting choice, especially considering Shadow Poison gives sight and costs only 50 mana. I would pick up one level myself, but whatever. Maybe I don't need sight. Black all smoked up. They're going to do a massive backstab on TongFu, it looks like. If they catch out the Tidehunter, Tidehunter has one little Kraken Shell, but he has the ultimate. Big ult from Tidehunter, hits everything. Mecha doesn't do too much to Darer. Gets shackled up, manages to keep walking. Awoke, TP's in, will he get much done? Nice tornado catching all. EMP, that will kill off most of them. I suspect, no, just about escaping, and can land the shackle if he needs to, and Punic will escape. Very nice TP from Shrek, just escaping there. Will the Radiance kill off M? It looks like it will. Well played, well microed from Hal, especially considering as it goes up the hill, the bear sometimes doesn't stop, doesn't continue to follow
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So, big team fight for TongFu. They've made back a lot of ground, still losing on the kills slightly.
Top tower
but they're winning on towers, which is very impressive considering the Dire lineup. But of course, TongFu's push isn't to be frowned at. The Lone Druid coming into his own now with the Radiance. Furion getting up some more treants and stuff. Venomancer's wards even doing a little bit. No Forge Spirits at all. No Exort at all yet. So no push. No what's it called? Deafening Blast yet. But which is very interesting considering it could hit all the Chaos Knight illusions and just disrupt the whole thing. But no, not yet. Godlack spying out Roshan. They might go for it. Probably not. Invisibility. Did I think he do it early? R-Styles finishes Vanguard, so he can tank it up good enough. And Rubik has all 4 wards, so they will help to deal a lot of damage too. Looks like they're going to go for it. Do TongFu know it is the question. They have no wards there at all. They'll see them all missing. And oh, they have sight from the tree. Cool. So if you ult hits, Spring can be a little bit low. Mech was popped, I guess, yes. But it looks like it might be a first rush fight of the game. Furion doing his classic thing. He has the Midas. I think a pretty bad choice, especially so late with so little items. But, you know, whatever, Awoke knows better than me. He'll be pushing tops. And so even if Darer do get like Roshan, Furion will still get the tower. As we see Goblet being called out, Kabu being stunned, 3 seconds stunned from our style. Moo, nice goes walk there. Bear doing a lot of damage, so is the G's ultimate, although not doing enough to kill off the bear with the magic resistance. Furion now TP's in. I think that was a curious decision, especially considering he could have got the top tower instead. As you see Shan Shan being pulled off. Ravage is just being used now. I presume it's on cooldown, I get no mana until now. As we see him going on R-Style, will he get a few more kills? If he manages to finish. If he manages to fight Cow, because he has his illusions up. No, they are somewhere miles away, all dead, I presume. And so TPing and that'll be all that. In fact, Funny taking a lot of damage from the Radiance as well. Having a Radiance for full 20 minutes, you know, the burn is very strong. It's like having the Dark Sword. Shell, Iron Shell, level 3 or something. Very, very potent. A lot of sentry walls in both teams, although not many have been dropped.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There we go. A lot of de-warding action, and there he finds the sentry ward. The sentry here, of course, will see a ward here, I believe, if there is one. Although the standard place to put it is sort of here, so it sees this one, this one, this one. As most people tend not to rush it. The good place to ward is here, of course, if you're radiant, so you can see the Dire pathing, because they will normally come through here. And through here, if you put a ward here and here, that seals off the rush pretty much, if you're radiant, and negates some of the Dire advantage, although it's still very strong. Looks like Funnick is buried over Bear, not even attacking, just burning in the background. Funnick might even go down simply to the Bear radiance. And G to got it. G taking a lot of damage too, so is M. Now the Bear can attack, finally he might get the entangles off. A lot of poison damage, he's got the Kabu's ult, doing mega damage. And you see 2 kills being won by TongFu. Looks like Darer now after their death slightly. As TongFu will claim the Roshan. On a word about the Dire advantage, a lot of people say that, you know, having the ancients here, all this stuff is a bit crazy, and there are rumours I thought might be changing it. Patch in the future, as you see the Lone Druid picking up the Aegis, very nice. No, he has 2.1k in bank, so I expect perhaps a Hyperstone if they're feeling aggressive, or maybe he'll just go back for a Pipe. Although, of course, TI2 can always pick up the Pipe. Although, not too much harm, he might be better if he saves for a Blink Dagger indeed. Awoke, picking up Basilius, 1900 gold. I'm not sure what he's playing for. If he's going for minus, may even be an Agnim's. I'm going to say Rush, although he should have it by now if it's rushed. But Agnim's after minus, which it looks like it will be. Okay, so, you know, good anti-push, I guess. Agnim's Refresher, good anti-push. There's a famous combo, of course, Spectre ult. So Disper, whatever it's called, Haunt into Agnim's Refresher, Furon ult does a lot of damage, especially when the Radiance is on Spectre. And, you know, that can almost decimate a team across the entire map. Plus, let's say a Zeus ult Refresher. That's crazy. Although Zeus is a shit hero otherwise, and his burst spell damage is negated by the fact that he is reasonably useless after a certain point in the game. Star being thrown. Oh, sorry, Goblet being thrown up in the air. Mugen picking up a Ravage. Wow, just a shadow demon. Either TongFu are super confident that was a big misclick, because seriously, that was disappointing. Especially considering Funnick perhaps could have stole that if he didn't use the Anchor Smash straight afterwards, which he just about did. Yeah, the close thing. TI2 looks like giving up on his Blink aspirations and just getting the 4-star. As you see, wow, Darer very low, has tanking the tower for a few more hits just to finish off. But Moo managed to pick him off. Invoker getting a kill on Rubik, unsurprising. Chaos Knight returns with a kill on Nature's Prophet, unsurprising seeing as he has so few items. Star being hit up by Poison, taking a lot of damage, especially on the Entangle. Furion TV backing after the buyback, so he'll have very little gold. Immediately disrupted. Will there some shackles be happening? Nice shackle. That EMP will almost kill, but just about brings off the life hit. No good monster kill, and has not even used Aegis yet. Yes, Hyperstone up in the Bear. No fake boost yet, instant choice, but they will get mid tower. And TongFu looking very strong. 21% game, the score's been flipping around slightly. Funnick has nothing. I believe he should skill some of the null field, especially seeing as it will disrupt the poison or the magical damage, but whatever. I think that's a mistake, personally. G nowhere near close to the Bloodstone at all. If he's going for an early Bloodstone, it should be got around the 26-minute min mark, or perhaps after, but perhaps before, but he's nowhere near that at all. Lone Druid will have, where is the Bear? We'll have the Assault Cuirass, I assume he's going for soon, and Tidehunter will have his 4-staff. Unless, of course, he decides to just go Necrobook and buy a Blink, which is a big consideration, especially seeing as how much farm you can get now with the lanes pushed out so much. Funnick counter warding, or rather just warding, will pick up the Invis. Awoke picks up Treads, still nowhere near his Aeons. Not having as much impact as he normally does in this game. Awoke's Prophet, very famous for managing to carry the games, although he's a little sporadic in that he tends to perform well some games. If he's on if he gets a good start, he'll perform amazingly. If he gets a rusty start, he might be a bit reluctant to adjust his skill build, adjust his playstyle, so he will perhaps fall behind as he just tries to farm up to be on par with the other team's carry. In this case, though, Chaos not being pressured down heavily. Looks like perhaps a BKB, or it might even be a Sanga. He's still far off that, though. He's very tanked, 21 HP, 9 armor. That's impressive considering it's not 25 minutes yet. But, well, we have all this disable, all this slow, and he will struggle to do much. But then again, his illusions still have probably one of the highest, barring a lone druid with 12 items or whatever, one of the highest potentials, max potentials for damage in the game, with the crits and with the illusions doing full damage. 150 last hits on Darer, still massive farm. Slightly less, 6 a minute, but he's been team fighting and stuff, and if we look at the kills, 8 for 0 on Hal. I did not even realise that. Okay, so Hal, no wonder his farm is so great. His kills reflecting that very well, his team managing to pass him after managing the same. Awoke, not doing so well, feeling a little bit, 0 for 8. Artstyle still doing okay, some 4. Overall, though, I think Hal has been very very good in the way he's managed to focus down the low heroes and get off those kills at the back lines, especially. But then again, Darer playing a little bit funniness, but they have the mech, but they have no pipe. As you cold snap up on the bear, stolen by Rubik. Listen to your fight. TongFu comes in, big ravage from 4-star, nice initiation. EMP tornado. Rex had a second ravage from Sonic, nicely stolen, but it ultimately will not save the day. Awoke goes down, no surprise. G got the bloodstones, he has some mana regen. Kabu has dropped his ult as well, no urn on people yet. Has the wand if he needs some more mana. Funnick will go down to the bear. Moo will run past and drop with a nice kill time on G. Very good cooldown on that skull. As we see, Venomancer, support Venomancer, triple kill. 7 for 3. If we look at the goal, XP graph, we see with a slight beat in the Dyer's art style farm, but now it's shot up to Radiant. They're firmly close to take this game. Gold has always been level, but has now shot up due to the recent team fights. And it looks like they all racked top. Dyer's top racks go down. Shansheng 4-star, very good item progression. Very good realization that he won't be able to farm out the Blink Dagger properly. G, nice disruption. Carbon being 4-stars away, lifted away, but patches in the wrong place. And you see Furion TPing in. He now almost has his items. Artstyle getting a 2 seconds on a Moo, unlucky there, and he does the Ghost Walk, very close, almost picking off. As you see the chase going on, Darer still haven't lost their chasing power. Will M manage to catch it? M, that is Moo, even that's the question. Carbo, will he go down to his own illusions? Yes, he will, unfortunately there. Ooh, tornado catching Moo. Will he get taken out? Oof. Very, very close in the power shot. Shame just out of range. That tornado having 3200 range when maxed. Which the range is maxed, I believe. Yes, travel distance 3200. Will M manage? Oh! Wow. Impressive. Very impressive awareness from M. From M almost having such similar range. Jesus Christ. R-Style farming up. It looks like a BKB considering he hasn't bought anything yet. Or perhaps he's just saying buyback. Which is what they will need now. M now has a 4-star, still no pipe. God Black, I presume has nothing. Indeed he does, not even upgraded boots yet. Funnick, 1500 gold, perhaps going for a Blink Dagger, or maybe the same for buyback.
Tower is under attack.
He will have it. It's always being forced so safe for buyback in a game like this. However, TongFu, typical Chinese resolve, just keep pushing in. And, you know, Chinese were famous originally for taking everything very steady, for not pushing, and sometimes even throwing games because they take it too long and just decide to hold their advantage, don't push in at all, and then a lucky break in the late game loses the game. But nowadays they like to keep this steady aggression. They allow their opponents to make mistakes, and then they will push in and take it. 187 last hits, 16 denies, 20, not even 30 minutes. monumental farm. The EMP will hit Funnick. Good disruption. These disruptions have been the only thing keeping Darer in the game, I suspect. Venomancer ult goes off. Art style gets illusions on. Nice initiation. 4 seconds on Invoker. He'll go down. Chi will go down to the bear. Nice 4-star outlay. Kabu, good ghost sector. Very impressive. It's nice seeing TongFu being up but still buying essential items just so he can survive. Awoke will get pushed away. He has the Agnums now and his ult will come off cooldown very soon. Gets pushed away, and this Stepping Blast, I believe, if being up earlier would just do so much in this game, especially this is chaos now. It's the only reliable damage apart from the Shrek and perhaps a Windrunner. But if you just focus down on the Shrek, which only has the Blood War, he's going a bit tanky with the point booster, perhaps going Agnums as well. But I think he pipe. They'll be resummoned. And they'll push in mid. Looks like GG. Well played by both teams. Darer got a nice early advantage, however, sort of mucked up pretty badly, to be honest. Why they didn't push properly. Kabu actually came himself in for a second. Moo will get forced back. Buybacks from Venomancer. Good shackle. These shackles being spot on this game. And you see the bear doing I think the fact they left Hal to farm, that's been the story of most games versus Chinese people. The Chinese. If they let their carry farm, you know, they get out of control. This is how they love to play it. This is how they know how to play, as we see art style pulling GG, we see that very often. And GG can lose. So, good game for both teams. They were relatively evenly matched until it was interesting to see how they won out the European side losing to the Chinese farmers this game due to simply letting Hal do his thing. They had a good protect strat bottom. Perhaps the 2 mid were meant to do more, but with Venomancer going between top and bottom, the laning stage was lost almost by Darer. Their ganks catching up to them a lot at some point, but I believe they thought they'd have a bigger team fight with Shrek and Rubik, etc. However, this did not prove to be when Venomancer got to level 11. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I'm improving from game to game. Please, well, I won't ask you to subscribe or whatever, but you know, leave a comment telling me how I did, and perhaps you can recommend games for me to cast. That'd be nice. My next cast will probably be a pub replay. I want to see a balance between the two and see which one's perhaps easiest cast, or you know, whatever, and see which ones you like most. Probably a high level pub replay, or a replay where maybe I've played in or something, and I'll analyse, you know, why I played badly or why I played well, and you'll see a bit of that. Perhaps I'll even feature some of my friends in it. So thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.